And RIMAN simply stands for reborn, rebirth, gift of God, and independence. And I love all of those. And so, what it is actually, guys, is look, RIMAN is the number one direct or Korean K beauty, skincare, lifestyle brand that was established in Korea in 2018. Even during the pandemic, had already done $2 billion in sales. Hold on. 2 billion. Y'all got that? Was rated as the number one K beauty brand. And if you don't know what K beauty is, look, the K influence, Korean influence, K content, K drama. Look, it's everywhere. K pop. Guys, they had already sold 40 million bottles of just one of their creams, even throughout COVID, guys. That's powerful. Then they said, you know what? If it works here in this small region of South Korea, let's go to the United States and Canada. And they opened here March 18th, 2023. And my wife and I, we got involved 18 days after they started here. And that's because one of my friends, mentors, Bishop Jakes, I just heard him say, that look like you or talk like you. So when we saw Ramon, we knew where what it was. Since then, we have also opened in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Mexico, Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, guys, United Kingdom, Japan, and guess what? 2026, Italy, Spain, Ireland, Colombia, Chile, and Peru. Why do I stress that? Because the way to success is to find out where everybody else is going and you get there first. And Forbes says the best time to get started with a business or entity is when they're in the middle of a product launch or launching in global expansion. That's why we saw this as an opportunity of lifetime. This on the screen here is Chairman Han. He was already before Rahman the number one product formulator in all of Asia. He saw his daughter sleeping and he said, wait, what if I could invent something that no matter what your age, race, ethnicity, or skin type, that I could invent something that allowed you to maintain that youthful glass skin, to have that glow. And he went to work, and this is what they came up with. I like to call it the Trinity of Transformation. But these are our brands. ICD, which stands for Intercellular Dermatology, Bodalab, which is our hair care and our body care, and then our Lifening, which is our internal for our internal health, because usually what's gut health is so important. So as I told you, Trinity of Transformation, our giant Beyond Poo, also known as Asiatic Pennyworth, Tiger Grass, Centella Asiatica. Very simple, guys. What we did, created our own plant. Hold on, I'll say that one again. Created our own plant. This was in South Korea. Now we got it patented here in the United States. So we took Beyond Poo, we grew it 5 times larger. How did we do that? We grew it with lava energy water. Now I know I have some very profound geological and graphical people on the line, so that there's at least 2 of you all that said, oh, can't you get lava energy water anywhere or right any place? Yes, you can. Hawaii, it's too deep. Spain, it's too sandy. Japan, it's contaminated. So the only other place is Jeju Island, which is the Hawaii of South Korea. And guys, my wife and I went there. We've seen it. We have gone underground and everything. We know, God, it's amazing. So to Jeju lava energy water that had been trapped under volcanoes for hundreds of thousands of years, took this plant, grew it bigger, and now we created giant Beyond Poo. Then other companies can't even afford to do what we're doing. Nanoliposomal technology. That's where we take it and we break our product down to its lowest common denominator so it's able to penetrate through the skin. See, most products out there, they just mask. Our products go into the lower epidermis. So this is how we say we just don't do skin care, we do skin repair. Y'all should write that down, guys. Now, this is our RIMAN campus on Jeju Island. And this is how we're able to bring of luxury skincare at an affordable cost, because we go seed to sale, farm to face, because we own everything, guys. We don't have to transfer the cost to the consumer because we own our own solar power station. We own our own farms. We have our own labs. We have our own water center. Other water companies use our water center. I've been there. Then the wind, guys. We are all self sufficient. This is an amazing place you've got to go. Then, just to show you the integrity, because again, I told you, I've been around this industry. I've heard CEOs and companies say they're going to do things for their people and they don't ever do it. This company, they took their first year's profit and built us a resort. Y'all got to get this. They built us a resort on Jeju Island, Remon Village. You can see my wife and I there sitting on the ground in our pajamas. All the other directors, guys, you can see us at the coffee shop there, guys, and then you can see at the spa there where you go, you and your spouse or whoever, and you just sit there and you bathe in it. You've got to go. It's the experience of a lifetime. Just to show you, so you don't have to take my words for it, watch this.
Jeju Island, the birthplace of Inselderm, where nature and tradition inspire transformation. Made different, elevated to its full potential. The world's first and only smart farm for Byungpool. Introducing the first of its kind, Giant Byungpool. Infused with Jeju lava energy water, a powerhouse of intense hydration and radiant vitality. Experience the legendary glow and lifting effect of K-Beauty. Experience the difference, a difference you'll love. The all-new Inselderm, RIMAN.
And I don't know if you saw that packaging there, guys. We partnered with Pentagram. That is a Madison Square Garden, New York Times Square, leading marketing firm that they do the marketing for or Lululemon, Louboutin, Louis Vuitton, Gucci. They do all their, and guys, we partnered with them. So all of the packaging has a luxury feel. It's insane. These are the farms. And to go there and to just see this sea of Byungpool, we have the first ever smart farm for Byungpool in the world. Nobody in this industry is growing their own products. Everybody else is white labeling. Nobody can do what we're doing. It's amazing, guys. So with that said, and for some reason, there it is. Now, this is our skincare line, intercellular dermatology. This is our water base and our oil base. I use the water during the day, the oil in the evening or at night. And this is so powerful. It's for all skin types. But what makes K-Beauty so profound, in the words of Dr. Matlock, is that Korean skincare specializes in cleansing, hydration, and protection. Actually, double cleanse and double hydration. And he said it's so profound. He said, because now it takes care of your past, your present, and your future. I love that. So these lines are amazing results. People are getting, look, we're getting story after story, before, after. And I dare you, I encourage you, take your before picture, take a 7-day challenge. See, and I tell people all the time, I don't sell skincare. I share skincare. I sell compliments and confidence, because when people look better, they feel better. See, this is about self-esteem, even for our teenagers. If you see the girl in the middle, the little baby girl, she was about 10 years old, has suffered from a bad case of eczema. And in one application in Dallas, Texas, while we were there doing a presentation, that's what happened on her face. You could just see her whole personality just change. This is, look, this isn't about a sale. This is something that is changing people's lives. And I needed to know that it worked for everybody, because I don't know if y'all can tell, I'm African American. Can y'all tell that? And they always told us that black don't crack and beige don't age and Asian don't raisin. But that's a lie. Look here, I don't care who you are, how old you are. If you don't start taking care of your skin, look here, you're going to find out. You better do it. So that's me. I love my mother, but I started to look like her in a way under my eyes. And, y'all don't tell her, but I didn't want that. So my wife said, you need to start to use the products more. I started to use the products, and all of the wrinkles below my eyes started to go away. That's my friend in the middle, MJ Kim. After she had 4 children, her body and skin took a turn. That's MJ Kim today. And then my buddy Tim Her and my other partners here, I'm telling you, we're getting story after story. And then for all of you on the line, because there's some of you on the line where you're a brand influencer, you're a blogger, you do TikTok shop, you like to do that type of affiliate marketing. We have products that give instantaneous results. So I would encourage you. This right here is the magic mask. Guys, you can just go on TikTok, on Instagram, and do this as my wife and I did. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to show you all of it. But look, we have fun doing this together. And so I'm going to encourage you. And then we just came out with healthy makeup. Did he say healthy and makeup in the same sentence? Yes, he did. God, and this right here is a genre in itself, because all of the lip tints and all of the airbrush cushions, guys, that give your skin that airbrush effect compared to like Chanel and all of that costs so much. People, ladies are screaming about the ICD, the makeup line. I'm going to encourage you. That may be just a genre for you to participate in. And then our hair care and our body care. This is where we're going to transition to business, but I begin it here because it isn't just about you. Who do you know? Who do you know that's a beautician or a barber? What if you were to introduce them to this product here and they began to carry it within their store? Watch this, guys. See, you want to think distribution points, because a lot of people always say, oh, I got too much on my plate. You better have a lot on your plate if you want to eat. Look, look, I'm telling you guys, this is huge, but think bigger, because this right here, we have barbers in Oklahoma and Houston that are incorporating this into their services because they are a brand. Our hair care alone has been documented. After 1 week of use, 83% of your scalp trouble level decrease, 29% of your moisture level increases, 20% of your strength level has increased, and after 4 weeks, just 4 weeks of use, 62% of hair loss has decreased. Oh, that's huge. Guys, we're getting story after story after story. People growing their hair back from alopecia and burn patches and all cancer patients. This is just, look, it's life changing. So, again, who do you know? And then our lifening. This is our Deep Talk Plus, our natural psyllium husk fiber. I didn't know that men and women should have 20 to 30 grams of fiber per day. I didn't know that if you're not regular, it leads to senility and dementia. I didn't know how many people, particularly women, that struggle with regularity. We don't talk about this stuff, but this goes into the lower intestine, pulls the toxins out and the debris, and it gives you a gut cleansing that is, I promise you guys, it's amazing, and you will feel lighter. I have somebody on my team. She has slimmed her waist like 30 pounds because she is regularly on this. And guys, and then the beauty collagen as well. We have restaurants that are now incorporating this into their drink menu. So I want you to think distribution points as we go to the business side. But just, you don't have to take my word for it. Listen to this testimonial.
So I saw this and I'm like, hey, this is something that I could do while my clients are probably getting a treatment. They might be sitting under the hair steamer. They might be laying back in the sink. This is something I could do. We do have a skincare department in my spa. I have a skincare specialist that, do these services. But this is something you could probably do on somebody, 15, 30 minutes, and they're going to see the results right away and they're going to want the product. That is what attracted me to it. I know that the Koreans are notorious for making the best skincare product. Like I said, I don't know what they put in it, if it's, but you see the results right away. Like one of my former employees flew to Korea a few months ago just to go buy skincare. And then when I heard that this was the number one company, I didn't see why I shouldn't partner with them. I mean, my clients are people like Paris Hilton, Naomi Campbell, Claudia Jordan, Aaliyah, Ashanti. I mean, the list goes on and on. And then I have the hip hop dudes too, like Rick Ross, T.I., Memphis Bleak, Ludacris, like Venus and Serena Williams, Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal. So my list is long, right? It's very impressive. So I know these people are into taking care of their skin. So this is a product that I see that could, enhance my business.
Guys, I need you to really pay attention to that. I, I look again. Who do you know? I have a person on my team that signed her up. She incorporates this. She is an esthetician to the stars. And now she's offering Riman in Miami Beach, Florida. And guys, this is what I want you to think bigger, think outside the box. This is not your grandmother's network marketing company. This is one of the most powerful retail business models that I have ever seen. And if you really want to get creative, guys, as I told you, restaurants, we have it going on there, beauty shops, barbers. We even sponsored Arizona Fashion Week here in Arizona. So I need you to think bigger. Some of you are still thinking too small, but now let's talk business because I needed to know that this was worth my time because I have other things I do. I have a foundation and all these types of things. So I needed to know that this was worth it. And so I did my research and I saw the global K beauty industry had did $10 billion in sales just here in the US in 2019, but it's predicted to do 30 billion by 2029. Netflix says 60% of its watchers or viewers are watching something with Korean content. Turn on the Grammys, you will see what? Guys, then Shake Shack just introduced a Korean inspired menu. In other words, from a business standpoint, again, to find out where everybody else is going and you get there first. And if you're the only one contributing to your income, you forfeit your right for financial freedom in the United States of America. And if you don't learn to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. This is why. This was a easy choice. But just to continue to validate why K Beauty and why Riman, Vogue just said Korean skincare is like living in the year 2050. And the United States just said that it's one of its largest GDPs already. Guys, that's huge. So, this is the way. We used to live in the day of brick and mortar. Now we live in the day of click and order. 71% of people they buy online and they buy from people they follow online and especially people that do some videos. So again, just within your warm market, who do you know with skin? I'll wait. Everybody. Who do you know trying to look younger or feel better? Everybody. Who do you know trying to turn back time? Right. Everybody. So again, who do you know? So you introduce it to them, but wait, I've already told you clearly a few times you can go B2B, and that's huge. And then online. So however you want to do it. Our compensation model is broken down perfect in three parts for the business influencer or brand influencer or affiliate or also those that understand social selling, social retailing, and then also for those that do, that network marketing works. So everybody can become a customer, but then also everybody can become a planner for $20. Did he say $20? Yes, he did. $20. Now, again, I already told you, we're not your grandmother's network marketing company. You get started for $20. You have distribution rights, franchising opportunities. We don't have a mandatory auto ship here. We don't have any monthly sales quotas. Guys, look, we're not playing any of the binary games or the flushing and all that type of stuff. This right here is insane the way they have developed this, because they want to create a real legacy company that has a community of wealth where everybody can actually partake. So everybody gets started as planner. I call them brand ambassadors. At that point, you get started. All of your website, your URLs, your shopping carts, you have all access to all of those types of things, all the marketing, all of the training. But every time that you retail something, you get 10%. Whoever shops with you and whatever you buy, you get 10% rebate. Is that good or good? That's good. I mean, the church asks for 10%. Hey, that's powerful. Now, you can stay right there if you want to, but the next two positions are for those that understand social selling, social retailing, the manager, senior manager position. You achieve those positions once you eclipse 3,000 or 6,000 SP sales points. And because we have a 90% of the dollar exchange, that equivalates to about $3,500 in sales or 66 or so $100 in sales. Hold on. At that point, over a 3-month window, you achieve that, you begin to get 20 to 30% off of everything that you retail. Oh my. But guess what? Once you hit that position, you never have to requalify for it. Are you for real? But wait, it gets better. You don't have to do it in 3 months. You can actually purchase up to that. If you have a means of distribution, guys, you can purchase up to that. I have people that get started day one at the manager or senior manager position because they think in terms of investment and not cost. They understand ROI. And they say, no, please, I don't want to get started at 10 or not even 20. Let me start off at the highest position I can. So I begin to get 30%. Oh, that's powerful. Then team leader on to director, 40%, all the way up to 56 or 54% off everything that you retail. Now, I don't have time to go into all of this. We have videos that will explain it all. But on top of just that, guys, your retail up to 40%, your open group, once you find other people like you, up to 30%. Then your unilevel, which is another part of the compensation plan, another 5%. Leadership overrides, another 4%. Revenue share, another 1-2%. Then leadership check match, another 40%. Is that not huge or huge? Look, look, I've been in this industry for 35 years. We we have never been this financially blessed in this industry until we saw this model here. Leadership match for helping other people make more. You make 40%, 20%, 10%, and you may not even know some of those people within your organization. But once they eclipse team leader position, you're going to begin to get bonuses for helping them. Then unilevel, guys, this is a powerful additional check that comes or part of our compensation plan that people are taking advantage of just by having customers, and then also having 1,000 business points every month. And guys, the way people are doing it, all they're doing is they're doing these things that we call K pop-ups, sip and samples, go and glow parties, invite everybody over, have them to come wash their face. That's what they say. Have them to come get your glow on. And they try these products and they love it. They fall in love. So here's what you can do. Get started. You want to get started with product. See, you can't just get started and say, hey, I'm in RIMAN, and you can't show anybody or have them to sample any of the products. That's like you having a McDonald's and you don't have any French fries, or you open up a shoe store like my dad did and he didn't have any shoes. You can't do that. So you got to get you some products, guys. So this is the way you can get started. Guys, there's a starter kit there for those of you that just want to put your toe in the water. That's enough for you to use. But the starter kit plus gives you two of some of the key ingredient or the key products, as well as the collagen and the detox, guys, and some additional free products with that on top of that. But then the starter kit premium is where people say, you know what, I'll get two of those and start off at the manager position, or I'll get four of those and start off at the senior manager position. And then you have enough product to share, you have enough product to use, and then you have enough products to sample. Guys, what my wife and some of the others do, they do a grab bag, or they do a they call it a grab bag or something, and they put the products and they go in, they leave them with an esthetician or a beautician or a friend, and they go back and pick them up. And so you can do that. And I promise you, it is amazing. And or people come over to your house and they can do cash and carry, because at every K pop-up that we do here in Scottsdale, people don't want to wait till their products come in the mail. I promise you. Then in Canada, this is the equivalent to it. And then, as I told you, the best time to get started is when a company is in the middle of an expansion globally or new products. So you are seeing this at a very opportune time, because our goal is to be in 50 countries over the next 5 years. But this week, let me see, I can't tell you, but this week, because I know everything and I can't tell you everything, but I'm just telling you, new products is the best time to get started, and global expansion, because we have our convention coming up this week. So this is why everybody's excited.